Town radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain X. Hundreds of people who have been arrested and detained in the Chicago area during the Trump administration's immigration crackdown could soon be released on bond while they await immigration hearings. During a hearing in Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings said he would order the full release of 13 detained individuals based on a 2022 consent decree outlining how ICE can make so-called warrantless arrests. He also gave government attorneys a Friday deadline to comb through a list of 615 people detained at county jails and federal facilities nationwide to see if they qualify for alternatives to detention under the decree, such as using an ankle monitor while their immigration cases proceed. The judge said he'd issue an order for their release next week, and in the meantime would temporarily pause any deportation proceedings for people who might qualify for bond under the decree. The College of DuPage Horticulture program is introducing a new 44-credit-hour ecological restoration certificate aimed at teaching students how to restore natural functions to disturbed ecosystems using both basic and applied ecological principles. The program focuses on restoration techniques to monitor, assess, preserve, and rehabilitate ecosystems while also providing a foundation in local natural history, ecological concepts, and nature resource management policy. Late Wednesday night, President Donald Trump signed a funding bill that will end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The House passed the bill earlier in the evening. The legislation will fund the government through January 30th and provide funding for some government agencies for the remainder of the fiscal year. A power outage early Monday morning in Geneva's Randall Square subdivision was caused by a faulty underground cable, according to city officials Wednesday. The outage, which began around 1:30 a.m., affected 68 customers on streets including Shoup Drive, Harrington Road, and Danford Way. Geneva Public Works crews isolated the damaged cable and restored power using alternate feeds by 3:33 a.m. City officials advised residents to call the Geneva Police Department's non-emergency number for after-hours, weekend, or holiday power outages. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
May I help you?
I just wanted to request a late checkout, please.
Of course. That's $30 per hour for up to 4 hours.
Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain X. Hundreds of people who have been arrested and detained in the Chicago area during the Trump administration's immigration crackdown could soon be released on bond while they await immigration hearings. During a hearing in Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings said he would order the full release of 13 detained individuals based on a 2022 consent decree outlining how ICE can make so-called warrantless arrests. He also gave government attorneys a Friday deadline to comb through a list of 615 people detained at county jails and federal facilities nationwide to see if they qualify for alternatives to detention under the decree, such as using an ankle monitor while their immigration cases proceed. The judge said he'd issue an order for their release next week, and in the meantime would temporarily pause any deportation proceedings for people who might qualify for bond under the decree. The College of DuPage Horticulture program is introducing a new 44-credit-hour ecological restoration certificate aimed at teaching students how to restore natural functions to.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, sunny with a high near 65. This afternoon, temperatures falling to around 59. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 55. Temperatures rising to around 57 overnight, with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 66. Currently, it is 50 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
To lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, of course, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. Thank you to Steve Thorne for coming in, as always, to have the Community Spotlight Show and the Music Memories. Always like to talk about some of those interesting histories on the music, a little bit of background information. Maybe you knew about it already, maybe you didn't know. And I mean, a lot of it I didn't know, as you know. So with that being said, of course, it's a great show to listen to. I highly recommend doing so, of course, every week. That is on Fridays. That's from 9:30 to 10 for the Community Spotlight Show, and then also from 10 to 11 for Music Memories. Let's take a look here. Welcome to Out to Lunch. It is the 11 o'clock hour. We don't have Tradio today on Fridays. We have a shorter segment today. Wanted to talk to you a little bit just to go through the weather, continue on your morning with the inspirational story. We've also got, of course, interesting facts, word of the day, and the National Day calendar. We'll also touch base a little bit with some of the different departments in the area of the Fox River Valley, talk a little bit about what's going on in the Fox River Valley area for this weekend. What are some fun activities that you can do, places that you can go to, and fun things to do. I mean, you know, it's coming up to Thanksgiving. It's coming up soon. We've got the holidays coming up. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people might be a little bit stressed out. So this gives you a little bit of a time, a leeway in the day to continue on your morning and have some time to kind of kick back and relax a little bit, right? With the, I guess, the soothing sound of my voice, maybe. I don't know. I know I can belt out sometimes, though, too, when it comes to speaking here. Let's go through the weather and temperatures. Today, we are going to be seeing temperatures rising a little bit. We see a high of about 65 degrees, plentiful amount of sunshine, and it does look like it's going to be pretty much mostly sunny throughout the day. Now, current temperatures right now are at 58 degrees, and we're going to be seeing a high of 65 degrees for the peak of our morning. Dropping down to a low of 56, only 56 degrees coming up for tonight. Partly cloudy skies this evening, becoming cloudy after midnight is what we're seeing. We see a high of 67 degrees for the weekend. This Saturday is going to be cloudy early with partial sunshine expected late. High of 67 degrees will be in the forecast. We see a low of 33 degrees coming up with some clouds early, giving way to generally clear conditions overnight. So that's what we're going to be seeing here. That's for Saturday. For Sunday, the 16th, we see a high of 48 degrees, mainly sunny skies. Clear skies coming up here for Sunday night with a low of about 27 degrees. So it is going to start to drop more as we get to the tail end of the weekend. That's for Sunday. Monday rolls around, partly cloudy skies in the morning, giving way to cloudier skies during the afternoon. We see a high of 48 degrees in the forecast with some winds light and variable. We see a low of 36 degrees coming up. That is for Monday night, cloudy with a chance of rain at about 50% chance. Into Tuesday, we see a high of only 44 degrees. It does drop there. We're seeing it being mostly cloudy skies. Mostly cloudy also for Tuesday night. We see a low of 36 degrees. That's in the prediction. For Wednesday, the 19th, we do see here a high of 47 degrees. It's supposed to be mainly cloudy outside. Low of about 41 degrees is in the forecast. That is for Wednesday night. We see considerable amount of cloudiness. So a considerable amount of cloudiness. And again, that chance of rain at about 60%. Heading on into Thursday, the 20th, a high of 49. A steady rainfall is predicted for the morning. Showers continuing in the afternoon. 1/4 inch is predicted for the end of the day with a low of 40 degrees. Heading on into Friday, the 21st, a week from today, overcast skies are in the forecast with rain showers at times, and we see it at about 60% chance. Low of 36 degrees, considerable cloudiness with occasional rain showers. And that's a low of 36 degrees coming up. That is for Friday night. So that's what we're seeing really here for the rest of this week and also into next week. Now, the next chance that we do get some snow is predicted to be Friday the 28th. We really haven't been getting a whole lot. I know there was some snow when I was away in New Orleans. I didn't experience any snow, but I know you folks here in Illinois did. But it looks like the next predicted larger snowfall is supposed to be happening Friday the 28th. So it's about 2 weeks from today. Actually, it would be 2 weeks from today. So with that being said, just keep your eyes peeled and, your ears open for the different temperature changes and everything I'm saying here too could, of course, change as time goes by. Let's take a little look here at an inspirational story. This is posted by a user named Liv. My mom wrote this on the wall. My mom wrote this on the wall next to my dad's tool bench 25 years ago, and he still has it up. This is from 25 years ago. They've been married 30 years now, and my dad brings a bouquet back every time he goes to the grocery store. My mom dries them and if they're roses and stacks them above the shelves to decorate the kitchen, which is common in France. And there are roses everywhere. The note reads, "I love you, Michael, really love you." It's very nice. And they even do have a picture here too. I'll put it up on the screen for you to see it. And that's by his workbench. It's been there for 25 years and he has not erased it. So very nice. That's a nice little inspirational story to continue on your morning here on in the Fox River Valley. You can also check out other fun and interesting stories, pictures, jokes, and more that you can find, of course, all on sunnyskies.com. Let's see some interesting facts. Maybe you knew about them. Maybe you didn't. In 1907, an ad campaign for Kellogg's Corn Flakes offered a free sample of cereal to any woman who would wink at her grocer. That's an interesting one there. You've also got this one here. Supermarkets rarely have windows or clocks. With no reference to the outside world, customers can easily lose track of how long they've been there in the store. Small floor tiles also manipulate your sense of time. The click-clack of shopping carts, the wheels can make customers feel like they're racing around, encouraging them to move at a more relaxed pace. So that's kind of an interesting one to think about too when you're in the grocery store. Of course, now, you have phones and you look at your phone all the time. You can always see the time really there. But if you get distracted, you can notice how quickly the time goes by. And here's an interesting one. I didn't know about this. Maybe you did. This kind of makes sense a little bit. Yoda, was partly modeled after a photo of Albert Einstein. So there's a fact maybe you knew about it. Maybe you didn't. So interesting facts to check out. This and more can be found on mentalfloss.com. You can also check out those big questions of the day. Yesterday we discussed why so many old statues are missing their noses. Didn't come to an actual evidential conclusion other than certain theories that are out there. The time is approaching 11:16. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll go through the word of the day. We'll also talk a little bit about the National Day calendar and what is recognized today to celebrate and enjoy and recognize. We'll also go through what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. So stay tuned for more. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
Hi there, Tammy Scully here from Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. Join me and my sidekicks, Nancy and Becky, for valuable lifestyle tips and unique views and insights on interesting topics and everyday situations, providing nonstop fun and chuckles for all. Get the scoop on consumer news, deep dive on current events, and learn about the newest economic trends, from exercise and gardening to music, travel, recipes, sports, pets, real estate, media, and everything in between. And it's all sprinkled with a healthy helping of bad dad jokes and interesting fun facts to boot. Tune in Mondays through Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. for a little fun, frolic, and infotainment. Join us, won't you? Does your car need a shine? At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they make it quick, easy, and spotless every time. And they're open 24/7 for your convenience. Right now, get a free car wash just for joining their text club. Text BRITT to 30400 and enjoy a free car wash. Visit Britain's Touchless Car Wash at 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin or at 555 Willow in West Dundee. Britain's, caring for your car while caring for our community.
This year, America's First Responders Fest 2025 was a huge success, and we couldn't have done it without the Village of Burlington and Village President Mary Kay Welsen. Your support helped bring the Fox River Valley together in the Village of Hampshire to celebrate the heroes who keep us safe every day. Thank you, Village of Burlington, for standing behind America's First Responders Fest 2025 and for standing with those who serve.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. As always, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We always like to keep you in the loop. What is going on in the Fox River Valley area? So let's see what we've got here going on. We have some things happening locally, but before we do that, let's talk about our word of the day on the National Day calendar. We've got the word of the day today being heyday. Heyday, yes. It is a noun. It refers to a period of one's greatest popularity, vigor, or prosperity. It is usually used in the singular. So, as an example, in its heyday, the circus was a major form of entertainment for the small town. In the heyday, right back in the period of time when something was really popular, it might have been a great achievement or a specific time frame where, you know, something was really good or successful in its heyday, as we say, right? So that's what you'd say. I don't know what would be something in my heyday. You know, I was more physically active in my heyday of childhood. I don't know, you know, something like that. Like I was very active in my childhood. So with that being said, yes, there's things I wish I could do. I can't anymore since I'm pushing 30. And I know many of you folks out there listening, you're like, oh, come on now, stop, Matt. You're still so young. I know, but I sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But anyway, that is the word of the day today. It is the noun recognized on November 14th. It's heyday. You can find it at merriam-webster.com on their website. Let's see some days that are recognized today. It's National Pickle Day today. If you are a fan of the food pickles, they provide, not a whole lot of nutrients, actually. They don't really do much other than they're tasty if you do enjoy them. Now, the history of National Pickle Day, the practice of pickling has existed for thousands of years. The process ensured a degree of preservation otherwise impossible in pre-modern conditions, and it was essential in providing a mobile supply of provisions for travelers, as well as a dependable source of nutrition for those living through barren winters. While a diverse set of foods can be pickled, the cucumber emerges as really that dominant food that we all know about, of course, too. Archaeologists believe that the first evidence of pickled cucumbers originates from Tigris, that is the Tigris River Valley civilizations, and the nutritional benefits of the food would go to be lauded by such historical figures as Cleopatra and Julius Caesar. So there's a lot of interesting history here that you can find. In the 1940s, the United States government produced 40% of U.S. pickle output as they included pickles in rations for their armed forces. So there's an interesting fact. I do like pickles. I do like the dill pickle. Clausen pickles are all right. I can eat a Clausen pickle, but I do like the dill pickles the best. I do not like sweet pickles. I repeat, I do not like sweet pickles. So don't send me sweet pickles. I don't like them. I like them sour. I like the sour pickles for sure. So yes, it is National Pickle Day today. Let's see some other days here. Let's see. National American Teddy Bear Day is recognized today in the United States, celebrating one of the best toys we've ever owned on National American Teddy Bear Day. Teddy bears have been our comfort bed pals since our childhood. We give them names, hug them while we sleep, and take them everywhere with us. These soft, furry friends are a reminder of childhood. Teddy bears come in different sizes, colors, and materials, and have been a popular toy since the creation of the early 20th century. Now, I never really had a teddy bear growing up for me personally, but my twin brother Ryan has one that is still in existence. It has survived the many roofs it's been flown on, the many trees it's been stuck in, and the occasional light fixtures, including a burning of its arm, too, on one of our light fixtures in our house, throwing it up on the light fixture as a kid. That's my brother's stuffed animal, Boo Boo Bear. It's a Thai bear. It's the Thai American flag bear. If you're familiar with that and the regular size, it's like that. And we have some before pictures when he first got it and what he looks like now. And oh boy, he's been loved very greatly. It's almost unrecognizable, really. I mean, maybe I'll have to show a picture. I don't know. But nonetheless, still, that is recognized today, National American Teddy Bear Day. So some good stuff that's out there. Maybe you have a stuffed animal that you like, of course, that you love. Let me see if I don't think I have one on here. I don't think I do. Maybe it's on my brother's Facebook. I don't know, but it's his favorite. The Boo Boo Bear. Let's see what else we have here recognized today. It's World Diabetes Day recognized. This is to raise awareness. It's was first created in 1991 by the International Diabetes Foundation and the World Health Organization. Diabetes is a chronic disease where the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin, if any at all. It also leads to serious health conditions and is why we take this day to spread awareness and that education as well. Since probably, there's a lot of different history when it comes to that. It says the difference between type 2 and type 1 started around 1850, where medical professionals at the time believed that they knew enough for the difference between the two. Since then, type 2 diabetes has ballooned to 90% of those affected, with an estimate $425 million individuals affected worldwide. It says this is an alarming rise of the reasons the HWO and the IDF wanted to create World Diabetes Day to help spread that awareness there. So it's very good to be aware of that and to get checked up regularly as well. Let's see some other days that are recognized also, and you can find these on the National Day calendar or nationaltoday.com. It is National Operating Room Nurse Day today in the United States. We cheer for the hardworking nurses who ensure smooth surgery and contribute to saving lives around the world. Operating room nurses assist the surgeons by maintaining a sterile environment, preparing the patients, and being alert to assisting the surgeon at any point in time. So we've got some good days recognized today. You can find more posted onto the National Day calendar and also National Day calendar. So there's National Day and National Today calendar. So those are the days recognized. If you want to check out more information, you can do so posted on these websites. Speaking of postings, what did we recently post within the last 24 hours? I always like to keep you in tune with that. We have Community Hour show from yesterday. Dr. Brittany Barber came into the station to talk with us about leadership development and academic readiness for socially and or economically families and children who might need a little bit more assistance. And she's with Hamilton Wings. So if you want to watch that interview, it's available on our YouTube channel. We also do have posted the CTE's SpongeBob the Musical has been posted. WRMN 10 o'clock news from yesterday has also been posted as well. We had yesterday the Rouse Center for the Arts. We had the director, Rob, as well as show director and writer Chris and Nick, who is playing part in the performance. This is Rouse Center's Cripple Creek Christmas Carol. So that interview has been posted. It's got a good amount of views. If you want to check it out, it's on our YouTube channel. And then finally, what we also have posted today, Fridays with the Finest with Chief Lally as well. So if you want to check that one out, that has now also been posted onto our YouTube channel. So please feel free to check that out. You can find it at youtube.com/WRMN radio. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com at WRMN 1410 radio if you want to follow us. You can also check out our website, WRMN1410.com. View what we have to offer. There's lots of different things, and there's so many different things in the community that you can check out as well, too. What we want to do when we come back from the break is we will discuss a little bit about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. We'll take a little look here at the Downtown Neighborhood Association's website. We'll touch base a little bit with the Chamber of Commerce's as well, too, see what's going on there. And then, of course, also explore Elgin area, the different events that are coming up. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, from now until 12 o'clock. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, so go outside and enjoy this beautiful weather while you have the chance. It's a beautiful sunny Friday morning, soon to be approaching the afternoon. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Cintas. A power outage early Monday morning in Geneva's Randall Square subdivision was caused by a faulty underground cable, according to city officials Wednesday. The outage, which began around 1:30 a.m., affected 68 customers on streets including Shoup Drive, Harrington Road, and Danford Way. Geneva Public Works crews isolated the damaged cable and restored power using alternate feeds by 3:33 a.m. City officials advised residents to call the Geneva Police Department's non-emergency number for after-hours, weekend, or holiday power outages. Hundreds of people who have been arrested and detained in the Chicago area during the Trump administration's immigration crackdown could soon be released on bond while they await immigration hearings. During a hearing in Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings said he would order the full release of 13 detained individuals based on a 2022 consent decree outlining how ICE can make so-called warrantless arrests. He also gave government attorneys a Friday deadline to comb through a list of 615 people detained at county jails and federal facilities nationwide to see if they qualify for alternatives to detention under the decree, such as using an ankle monitor while their immigration cases proceed. The judge said he'd issue an order for their release next week, and in the meantime would temporarily pause any deportation proceedings for people who might qualify for bond under the decree. The College of DuPage Horticulture program is introducing a new 44-credit-hour ecological restoration certificate aimed at teaching students how to restore natural functions to disturbed ecosystems using both basic and applied ecological principles. The program focuses on restoration techniques to monitor, assess, preserve, and rehabilitate ecosystems while also providing a foundation in local natural history, ecological concepts, and nature resource management policy. Late Wednesday night, President Donald Trump signed a funding bill that will end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The House passed the bill earlier in the evening. The legislation will fund the government through January 30th and provide funding for some government agencies for the remainder of the fiscal year. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like rugs. People say a rug would really bring the room together. And sure, you don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Suddenly you're using words like jute and sisal. Then you see the price and lose it, because how can the thing you walk and spill on cost so much? So you devote your life to taking down Big Rug. But then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds. So looks like Big Rug is safe. For now. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie & Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie & Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie & Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands. Today, sunny with a high near 65, temperatures falling to around 59 in the afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 55. Temperatures rising to around 57 overnight, with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Currently, it is 55 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Let's see what else we've got going on here today. Of course, all the good things that you can enjoy in the Fox River Valley area, especially coming up here for the weekend. It's coming up to the weekend pretty soon. Oh, yes, folks, it is. It's coming up to the weekend. Let's see what we have going on over this weekend. Of course, you can enjoy some great gallery exhibits, including this one. It's happening in just a couple hours. It's from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. This is called Reduce, Reuse, and Recreate. This is a gallery exhibition. It's going to be at the Elgin Art Space Lofts Building. Now, this is a gallery exhibition celebrating creativity and also sustainability. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, there's quite an interesting picture that you can see on here that is of almost looking to be a drawing or a painting or some form of artwork that is of a human bird. So that's kind of interesting. It's actually quite beautiful, I'd say. It is turning discarded items into amazing reimagined work of arts. How cool is that? That's going to be at the Elgin Art Space Loft Buildings. That's at 51 South Spring Street here in Elgin. So if you want to check out what the minds of many artists out there have created onto physical paper or canvas or any other means there, it's sustainability, turning these discarded items that they might have had or found, and they turn it into some amazing reimagined works of art. Maybe it might be a soda can that they have, and then they cut it up, they paint it, and they make it into a protruding tree trunk, right? I mean, that's already a great idea. I already thought of just there and then. You could use, like a soda can, and it's curved, so you cut it out, and then you piece them together, and you make a giant tree trunk or something, and it protrudes, and you paint it. I'm giving you folks some ideas here already. It just popped into my head, so... check it out. Reduce, Reuse, and Recreate. It's today from 3 to 7. It's a free exhibit to go to, and it's going to be, again, at the Elgin Art Space Lofts Building. Another one here, Emmanuel Lutheran School in East Dundee is presenting Rudolph the Red-Nosed... my goodness, that was a tangle of words. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Come see Emmanuel Lutheran School's presentation. It's coming up November 14th. That's on Friday at 6:30 p.m. and then Saturday, November 15th at 2 p.m. Or Emmanuel Lutheran School gym children, grade 8 and under. You can check it out. They get in for free. But then older, $10 For anyone older than that, it's $10 at the door. And then you can check the event organizer's social media pages for all of those different updates as well. Some other things that are also going to be coming up here as well. Straw Dog Country Band at Old Republic Kitchen and Bar. That's coming up here. That's tonight. That's from starting at 7 o'clock. There's no cover about the artist. It's a great band who plays country music, classic rock, and their own original music, and deliver it with an edge. You can check the event organizer social media page for all of those updates. Also coming up at Rookies Rock House, there is, let's see here, Rookies Rock House, there's Dancing Queen and ABBA Salute. That's going to be at Rookies Rock House. And that is going to be starting at 7 o'clock. And that is the Midwest's one and only original favorite ABBA tribute, delivering fabulous musical fun for all. You can dance, jive, and have the time of your life for all your favorite ABBA hits. The doors will be open at 7 p.m. and then 7:30 is when it does start. So if you want to check that out, that's coming up. That's Friday the 14th, today at 7 p.m. Another one here, Elgin Community College is having their Our Town production. I talked a little bit about this yesterday too. This is at the Elgin Community College Arts Center. You can step into the quiet beauty of Grover's Corner, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Thornton Wilder's Pulitzer Prize-winning classic Our Town invites us to reflect on life's fleeting moments, the bonds of community, and the universal rhythms of birth, love, and loss. With minimal staging and timeless storytelling, this poignant play reminds us to cherish the present and find meaning as well, too, in life. So if you want to check it out, it's coming up here. This will be tonight. That's at 7:30 p.m. Prices include adults at $14, and then seniors and students are at $12. So that will be coming up tonight. That's at ECC. So seniors and students are $12. Some other things here, too. We did actually have an interview not too long ago with Linda Collins, the director of the show. This is the Elgin Art Showcase Building's performance of Love, Loss, and What I Wore, and What I Wore is what it is. And this is going to be at the Elgin Art Showcase Building. This is based off of a book that explores women's lives through the lens of their clothing and the memories that they evoke. The play features a series of monologues and ensemble pieces where women share stories about pivotal moments in their lives, like first bras, prom dresses, and wedding gowns, all connected in the storyline. So it's a very interesting story to check out. And if you want to view more information, you can find it. It's posted on exploreelginaria.com, or you can also get tickets at the Elgin it's the Elgin Theater Company. If you look them up, you can find it there. So you can find more information, and that's under the next production. So that's the next production is where you can find that. And again, director Linda Collins is also there too, so you can see her picture. It's up on the screen. So you can find it. That's elgin-theater.org. That's elgin-theater.org, and it's under their next production is where you can find that. It does tell you, of course, who it was written by. And then if you do want to watch that interview, it is available up on our Facebook page. Some other things as well that you can check out too. Some things coming up. Danny's on Douglas is having Bad Dates. They're going to be playing here, energizing audiences with rock hits from the 90s to the 2000s. Their dynamic performances revive the era's iconic anthems, delivering a nostalgic, high-energy experience. It's perfect for any music lover out there. No cover, it says. You can check them out for more information, and that'll be coming up tonight, and that's at 8 p.m. Martini Room is going to be featuring Frank Liston. This is tonight at 8 p.m., and that goes until 11 o'clock. That's Friday the 14th today. That's Martini Room. That's at 161 East Chicago Street is where you can find that. Los Armadillos del Compamax will be coming up tonight at Casa Lara. That's at 7 Clock Tower Plaza. That's in Elgin. That includes karaoke. That includes music, food, DJs, and also dancing. And it's $25 for the cover there too. So check it out for more information. That's also posted onto their website, or you can also find it at exploreelginaria.com. Bannerman Sports Bar and Grill also does have on Route 59 in Bartlett the Lounge Puppets. This is the Lounge Puppets at Bannerman Sports Bar and Grill on Friday, and that's about Chicago's premier 80s hair band and arena rock tribute. Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Aerosmith, Van Halen, and then there's a whole lot more there too. Coming up also here too on Saturday is St. Catherine of Siena School. That's on West Main Street in West Dundee. They have the Spartan Showcase, Holiday Market and Craft Fair. This is at St. Catherine of Siena School. You can find more information also posted there too. I've got it posted up on the screen here for you. That's in West Dundee, and that's from 10 until 3 p.m. They've got over 30 different vendors that you can shop from. It's a free admission for you to enjoy and to check out. And you'll get ready to shop till you drop. Check it out. Come out and support local artisans, find unique gifts, and enjoy a fun-filled day with friends and family. You can mark your calendars and don't miss out. It's a free entry, and that also does include parking as well. And then finally, here's some other cool things to do, include some things on Saturdays. You can find that entire list posted on exploreelginarea.com. The Shops of Banbury Fair in Bartlett, they have a Christmas open house, and that's in-store fashion and decor specials. There's going to be some refreshments that are going to be available there too. So it sounds like a really great time. And they're also going to be having some special discounts. So you can find some of those discounts that are there too. So feel free to check that out. And then another one here that's coming up Saturday, November 15th. This is 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. This is at the Gail Borden Public Library. It's Indigenous Wisdom for Today's World Program. Susan Kalani Stanton, an Indigenous grandmother, will share stories providing valuable and relevant lessons on how to treat the earth and each other. You can register for more information, so there still is some time. If you go to their website, you can find their registry that'll be posted on there too. So if you go to the gailborden.info website, it does look like there are still 32 seats remaining, so you can find those. That's Saturday, November 15th, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So it gives recognition to her as well. So she's going to be the host. She's going to be talking a little bit about traditional knowledge and her personal gift as a teller of tales. And she's rooted in the wisdom of the past and will present what she calls, quote, stories as medicine, to inspire us towards a fuller realization of our relationship to each other and the home of the Fox River and to our Mother Earth. Along the way, she'll also reveal how the public library influenced her as a child as well. So some really great things that are coming up this weekend. You don't want to miss out on them, of course, folks. Some fun things to do, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money either, too. So please feel free to check it out. More information can be found on the beautiful World Wide Web. Taking a look at the time, it is already approaching 11:48, so we'll take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned for more. We'll talk more about kind of what's happening Downtown Neighborhood Association. We'll take a look at the Chamber of Commerce and some of the other websites that are also out there as well, too. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
Elgin isn't just a city, it's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin, one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here. It is a beautiful sunny day outside, and we are approaching that afternoon time coming up here in just a little bit. So stay tuned for that. I'll be on here, of course, for Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. I will be joining in the show, and I might be doing, I'm going to be doing some fact checking for you folks out there. Yes, so definitely tune in for that. Call in. We encourage you, call into the show, 847-931-1410. Got so much great content to give to you, and you can also ask any questions. Let us know. If you want to have a conversation with us, that's what we're all about here on WRMN. So don't forget, click those phone number dials, those numbers, those pretty keys on the phone lines here at 847-931-1410. We still have a little bit of time left here, so let's continue on. I wanted to touch base, see a little bit with what's going on here in the Fox River Valley area. Let's touch base a little bit with the Downtown Neighborhood Association's website. Now, I've talked about this website before a numerous amount of times, right? Of course, we have Jennifer Fukala. We also have Sarah, both Sarahs, and so many other people who are a part of the Downtown Neighborhood Association and in the city of Elgin who do such wonderful works, of course, as well. So please feel free to check out their website. If you've never done it before, I highly recommend you do it. It's downtownelgin.com. You can find information about them. You can check out all the events that are coming up. What's the big one that's coming up here that I wanted to talk about just a little bit for today with the time remaining? Eat, drink, and be merry, the Downtown Elgin Holidays. This is always something that's very exciting, and people really look forward to it, especially with the holidays coming up. It's a kickoff to Small Business Saturday, which is approaching on November 29th, so that is 2 weeks away from tomorrow. continuing throughout the entire month of December. These are some really great components for this month-long event, including special events, holiday cheers, beverage crawl, pop-up market, and more. It's an event that's designed to coincide with Small Business Saturday to encourage visitors to holiday shop and to dine in downtown Elgin throughout the entire holiday season to support local businesses. Now, don't forget also here too, we do serve the Fox River Valley area. So there are some other events that are like this that you can find. And throughout this holiday season, you know it, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be mentioning it here on to the radio, onto the shows here at WRMN. So again, talking today right here in downtown Elgin. This is coming up in just a little bit. So that's already November 29th to kick off Small Business Saturday. Now, if you want to take a look at the list and see what's going on there, the holiday business happening calendar, you can find everything that's listed on there too. That's downtownelgin.com/holidays. They have a whole list of things coming up all the way through till the New Year's Eve, December 31st. So it's a great way to participate. It's a great way to see what's going on in the area. I'll definitely work on getting some interviews here on the Out to Lunch shows to talk about the holidays, different businesses that are going to be participating, and what are some cool things that you can expect to find, because it is a holiday. So it's a day to be merry, bright, and to shop small and local as well. So check it out for more information. That's at downtownelgin.com. So please feel free to check it out. Let's see some other things going on here. We only have a couple minutes left. The Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, you can check out their programs and events. They do have their event calendar. The same applies for other chambers as well. So I know that there is the Hampshire Area Chamber of Commerce, which we are a part of, as well as with the Elgin Area Chamber. You can check out all of the different things happening there. So they've got their newsletter, events. You can find all of that. So I've got both of the pages up here on the screen so you can see what they are, what is percolating, what's going on, what's planned. We've got some cool things here that you can check out. Especially too, if there happens to be any particular meetings that are happening, you can also find them there too. They're also posted on the government website pages and the chamber pages too. But if you're looking for something that is like holiday related, you can scroll through the calendar and go more towards when it is the month of later November, early December. You'll start to notice that trend of more holiday events that are coming up. I also do encourage you check out those local libraries, of course. You can find a lot of those great holiday events that will also be coming up as well. We're really getting into the peak season of holiday. Eventually, we're still not quite there yet, but we're getting there because Halloween is now over, and this is really the time when people really start to manifest what they are going to be doing for Thanksgiving and then also for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for Kwanzaa, and the other holidays that are out there too. So we want to recognize those. And if you ever have any information on things that you want to post about, let us know what's happening in the area. Feel free to reach out to us, 847-741-7700. You can email any of us as well too. If you want to email me, my email is matt@WRMN1410.com. That's Matt with 2 T's. Some people spell their name Matt with just 1 T. Mine is 2. I got to have more than 1 T in my name to be a little extra. Just kidding there. That's just how I was, that was the name I was given. So with that being said, of course, thanks everyone for tuning in. Up next, we've got Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. Of course, I'll be on the show with him as well. So it's going to be a great time. We hope you enjoy it. That'll be happening until 1 o'clock. We also have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn on CRN, all the way out in the sunny side of California. He's going to be talking about holiday health and Giving Tuesday. You'll also be able to listen to Dino's Night Out tonight from 2 until 4, a political talk show from 4 to 6. It is Free Speech Friday, after all. And then we also do have Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer from 6 until 8. Have a wonderful rest of your day, folks. We'll be back with more in just a bit. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, The Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410 Elgin time.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain X. Hundreds of people who have been arrested and detained in the Chicago area during the Trump administration's immigration crackdown could soon be released on bond while they await immigration hearings. During a hearing in Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings said he would order the full release of 13 detained individuals based on a 2022 consent decree outlining how ICE can make so-called warrantless arrests. He also gave government attorneys a Friday deadline to comb through a list of 615 people detained at county jails and federal facilities nationwide to see if they qualify for alternatives to detention under the decree, such as using an ankle monitor while their immigration cases proceed. The judge said he'd issue an order for their release next week, and in the meantime would temporarily pause any deportation proceedings for people who might qualify for bond under the decree. The College of DuPage Horticulture program is introducing a new 44-credit-hour ecological restoration certificate aimed at teaching students how to restore natural functions to disturbed ecosystems using both basic and applied ecological principles. The program focuses on restoration techniques to monitor, assess, preserve, and rehabilitate ecosystems while also providing a foundation in local natural history, ecological concepts, and nature resource management policy. Late Wednesday night, President Donald Trump signed a funding bill that will end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The House passed the bill earlier in the evening. The legislation will fund the government through January 30th and provide funding for some government agencies for the remainder of the fiscal year. A power outage early Monday morning in Geneva's Randall Square subdivision was caused by a faulty underground cable, according to city officials Wednesday. The outage, which began around 1:30 a.m., affected 68 customers on streets including Shoup Drive, Harrington Road, and Danford Way. Geneva Public Works crews isolated the damaged cable and restored power using alternate feeds by 3:33 a.m. City officials advised residents to call the Geneva Police Department's non-emergency number for after-hours, weekend, or holiday power outages. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
May I help you? I just wanted to request a late checkout, please.
Of course. That's $30 per hour for up to 4 hours.
Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Pistons beat the Bulls 124-113. Detroit 10-2 with the win, while Chicago drops to 6-5. Paul Reed had 28 points and 13 rebounds for Detroit, which has wins in 8 in a row. Chicago trending the other way. They've lost 4 straight after a 6-1 start. Next up is a road game this Sunday night at Utah. NHL, the Devils beat the Blackhawks 4-3 in overtime at United Center. Chicago's Connor Bedard scored for the 4th consecutive game and extended his point streak to a career-best 9 games. He's got 8 goals and 11 assists over the run. Spencer Knight made 33 saves in the loss. Sam Lafferty also scored. The Blackhawks host Toronto on Saturday. Road game for the Bears this Sunday at Minnesota. It's a big divisional matchup. The 6-3-0 Bears have won 2 in a row. They're tied with the Lions atop the NFC North. The Vikings trying to stay alive in the playoff race. They're at 4-5-0 at the bottom of the division. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands. Today, sunny with a high near 65, temperatures falling to around 59 in the afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 55. Temperatures rising to around 57 overnight, with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Currently, it is 55 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Are you looking for a way to be creative right now? Have you ever wanted to learn to watercolor paint? You can now do that from the comfort of your own home with Zoom watercolor classes. Get professional instruction from nationally showing artist Victoria Elizabeth. These classes are step-by-step, broken down with easy-to-understand instructions. They are affordable, too, at $15 for a 2-hour class. Visit her website at victoriaelizabethart.com to find out more. That's victoriaelizabethart.com.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of 2 lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovakia and Grecian chicken. Slovakia is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
Every year in Illinois, over 30,000 drivers are arrested for DUI. Due to improper testing procedures, many people end up being wrongfully charged. The book, DUIs Decoded, cuts right to the chase and tells you how proper DUIs arrests are supposed to be made, from the initial traffic stop to the reasoning behind the field sobriety test, all the myths and facts about taking a breathalyzer, and more. DUIs Decoded is written by nationally recognized DUI expert witness William Polarinos. Available now at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. Are you looking for a way to be creative right now? Have you ever wanted to learn to watercolor paint? You can now do that from the comfort of your own home with Zoom watercolor classes. Get professional instruction from nationally showing artist Victoria Elizabeth. These classes are step-by-step, broken down with easy-to-understand instructions. They are affordable, too, at $15 for a 2-hour class. Visit her website at victoriaelizabethart.com to find out more. That's victoriaelizabethart.com.
Hey, welcome to our show, Life Experiences with William Polarinos. Here I am on this wonderful Friday afternoon. I am here with Matt on the boards. Matt just got done with his Out to Lunch show. Say hello, Matthew.
Hello, hello.
And we're have our phone lines open.
We sure do. 847-931-1410.
YouTube.
YouTube.com at WRMN Radio.
Are we transmitting? I don't see my picture.
I'll get it up for you.
You're a good man. So I just want to make sure everything's kosher on YouTube as Matt's getting that prepared. I want everybody to know that we have a couple of open topics today, so you can call in with any questions. We're wide open for questions today, but we're going to start off with an interesting thing. This week, it was announced by the United States Treasury that they would stop minting the penny. Yes, the penny, our penny, 1 cent. And there's been a lot of social media attention based on this. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of facts, and there's a lot of falsehoods being transmitted on social media. So I wanted to address some of these things. You know, I kind of recall back around 1989, 1990, somewhere there, I read an article in the Chicago Sun-Times that they were talking about eliminating the penny back then, so many decades ago, and it took them so long to do it, and I'm not a fan of this. I don't think they should eliminate this. This is part of our coin and part of our heritage, and is part of change. But to me, and there's a lot of same thoughts on the internet about this. This is a gigantic movement towards electronic payments, towards digital wallets. You know, this started with COVID, contactless payments. Well, it's not totally contactless if you're using a charge card, and there's downsides to using charge cards. So as we're talking, I want to say that I always like to pay cash. Cash, to me, cash is king. I go to the ATM or I go to the bank. I get my cash out. I buy my products, whatever they are, is groceries, or I pay for gasoline. Whatever I do, I like to pay cash. 2 reasons. One, like I said, cash is king. But the other thing is, when you use your credit card, and I have one of my statements here. When you use your credit card, it adds up to 29% interest. This is just one of my credit cards. This is from Chase, and the interest is 29%. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, get this, I have a receipt here. I usually pay cash.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to podiatrist. I had to order special shoes. I have leg problems. So she ordered some special shoes for me. They came out to $84. I said, fine. She said, oh, you got to pay for it today. I thought I could pay for it for my next visit. I didn't have that much cash with me. So I said, you know what? I'll use my debit card, not my credit card. And she still charged me 3%.
Yeah.
And I said, wait, this isn't a credit card. This is a debit card. It comes directly from my banking account. So the shoes were, and I have the receipt here, the shoes were $84. Contactless. That's how they enter the entry. Contactless. Comes out to $87.35. So because I used that card, instead of paying cash, I paid another $3.35 just for one item. You do this for 100 items during the year, you know, it adds up. It adds up.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of credit cards. As you can see my balance, take a look at my balance. Let the people know how much my balance is.
Oh, $2.06.
Yes.
Wow. And
yes.
That's a nice.
And I'm going to give them all pennies.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay them in pennies. Let's talk about pennies for a minute. I am the penny hoarder here. I use these old Parmesan cheese containers, which are very, get a big lip on there, and you can put your loose coins in there. And I save my loose coins out of my pocket every night. But for this show, I wanted some rolled pennies.
Ah, look at that.
So
That's
I went to our friends at Huntington Bank, and I told them I need 10 rolls of pennies. And I got some nickels, too, because there's a theory on the internet, nickels are next on the hit list.
What's next after the nickels? Is it the dimes? Is it the quarter? Yeah.
They want, this is the theory, they want everybody to start using the credit cards, and everything is documented. They know where every penny's going.
Yeah.
And by they, I mean the government. And this is the theory on the internet. And I don't know if I totally believe it, but whenever you charge something, whenever you put something in an electronic payment, there's a paper trail. Just like I just showed you on my balance for the credit card.
Yep.
Now, I want to thank everybody in Huntington Bank that helped me out with this broadcast. I told them I was doing this broadcast. I need these rolls of pennies, and I will never bother them again. But I got my collector's items here.
Nice.
So, pennies have been around. Put up that thing. I took it off social media there. And let me see. Is it popping up?
That's it.
Which one is it?
So it's for more than 200 years ago, the penny could buy you a candle, some candy, or even a biscuit. But on Wednesday, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck its last circulating penny after President Trump canceled the 1-cent coin as the cost of making them became more than their value. Pennies remain legal tender, but these new ones will no longer be made. The last coin will be discontinued. The last coin to be discontinued was the half cent in 1857. And there's the penny. The final penny has been pressed at the U.S. Mint as the 1-cent coin gets canceled. So there you go.
Excellent. Yes. Now, that's on the CBS News Facebook site. Mm-hmm. We have another one. What was the other one? New York Times?
The other one was New York Times.
And what did they write?
It looks like here, the American penny died on Wednesday in Philadelphia. It was 232. The cause was irrelevance and expensiveness, the Treasury Department said. Nothing could be bought anymore with the penny, as the cost to mint the penny had risen to more than 3 cents.
You know what? That's partially false. The penny is not dead. The penny is still in circulation. Mm-hmm. There's millions and millions of pennies out there.
Right.
And they will stay in circulation, I've read, for decades, because as opposed to the dollar bill is the one that doesn't retain its, it retains its value, but it doesn't retain its durability. Paper wears out easily. Mm-hmm. I've heard they destroy more dollar bills at the mint than they destroy damaged coins. Mm-hmm. So what happens is many years ago, maybe 30 years ago, and you could do a little fact checking on here, Canada eliminated its $1 bill. I think that happened back in 1989. I'm not sure. I'm doing this from memory, but you do a little fact check because I was up in Canada in the 1990s.
1989.
Yes. And they were using dollar coins because the coin has more durability. It lasts longer than a piece of paper.
Right.
So for Canada, it was a wise move. But we tried this in the 70s with the dollar coin, the Susan B. Anthony, mm-hmm. and people confused it for the quarter.
Yeah.
People were losing money on this, and it was very unliked because it was similar to the shape of the quarter. Mm-hmm. Another thing was, back in the 70s, very few people used credit cards. So everything was paid in coins or cash, and we had vending machines. I used to drop quarters in pinball machines. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed playing pinball.
Yeah.
In the 70s, it was, now they play on their game.
Your device.
Your device, or what's it, Xbox, or what's the other one?
Xbox, PS3.
Yes, PlayStation.
There's a lot of other ones.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. But I enjoy pinball. There's still a few places with pinball. We'll talk about that later. But you put the coins in, and a lot of people are getting confused between the quarters and the
and this dollar bill.
And the Susan B. Anthony's. They were just too confusing for people. So that now Susan B. Anthony's are still out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But people rarely use them.
Yep.
So if we went to the dollar coin, they would have to come up with something. Like the $50, much bigger. You've seen $50, okay?
Yes, I've got some $50. Mm-hmm.
And interesting comments that have come up. And feel free to call in and give us your 2 cents worth. No pun intended. Feel free to give us your 2 cents worth on this issue today. But some nice comments that came up. We're going to do some fact checking. First of all, the penny is not dead. The penny is still in circulation. Somebody wrote it takes an act of Congress to eliminate a coin or monetary value, out of circulation. Mm-hmm. So I will do a fact check on it, but that makes sense. Congress did not eliminate. All they're doing is stop making pennies. That's it. So whatever's out there is usable. The second thing is, and I agree with this, it's a big wave towards, they don't want to make more coins or more dollars. The theory is they want you to just keep on using credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a credit card fan for the two reasons. One, it's very expensive, and two, people spend more than they have.
Right.
I like to pay cash. If I don't have the cash, I'm not buying it.
People spend more what they have, then they are at risk of they go into debt, and then they have to keep paying it off, and then you only do it for.
You know, I've seen people at Walgreens, one time at Jew, decline for really a low amount of money. They've exceeded their credit limit for the period, the month, or whatever. They've exceeded, or they have not made payments.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. The credit card companies will cut you off real quickly.
Yeah.
So that's problematic. This thing with eliminating the pennies, yeah, we could get around there. But this move towards digital wallets, I'm not a fan. You know, we've done so many shows on scams.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a digital wallet scam because people have been ripped off. There's articles. And people's accounts have been hacked.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done a few shows on people being hacked. Even if they hack your Facebook, they can cause damage.
Yep. And I think we're going to start seeing more of that if we are moving away from the physical monies.
Yes.
So,
you know, there was I like to use this term, this Generation Z. I put this on my Twitter. This Generation Z thinks money is like kryptonite, like it is to Superman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, money. You know, it's amazing. I was at a function one night, and what happened was this little boy is selling these candy bars, raising money for cancer or whatever it was the cause.
Mm-hmm.
They're those thin, chocolate candy bars, $2 a piece. Hey, I said, here's a test buy, give me 5. So I told the guy next to me, hey, grab one of these candy bars and this kid, $2. Oh, I don't have $2. You don't have $2 on you? Are you being cheap? I had to go into this. He opened his wallet. He had no monetary value, no monetary, nothing in his wallet. He counts on credit cards.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I said? Hey, somebody comes, you call somebody to change your tire or something. You're not going to give them a $10 tip. I know they're being paid by your service, but you're not going to give them a $10 tip. You're not going to let the guy go buy a cup of coffee in freezing weather. He came out to change your tire. I'm a big tipper. I like to tip.
Mm-hmm.
People rely on tips. And even if they don't, it's good to tip somebody. You know, $10 is not going to change your life. For less of the price of a Happy Meal, a guy that's changed your tire, and I can't bend down and change those tires, let him go get a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Yep.
So anyways, with the penny issue, my friends, I have my pennies saved. This one's a collector's item right there.
Nice.
You know, one of the comments that I saw, it said pre-1982 pennies are worth something. So I want you to do a little fact check in there while we're discussing this penny issue and see if there's any added value to the pre-1982s.
There sure is.
What is it?
So, looks like here, quote, pre-1982 penny is worth its face value of 1 cent as currency, but its actual worth varies significantly based on its copper content, as well as condition and rarity. Pennies minted before 1982 are 95% copper. It gives them a melt value of about 2 to 3 cents per 1 cent. So it is not a whole big value, but it's something.
During the commercial break, I'm going to look for a copper penny.
There you go.
But you know what? Here's another thing that came in. Pennies may cost the U.S. Mint 3 to 4 cents per penny to make the 1 cent penny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing, the penny term. Pennies, and I've read this and I kind of agree, penny is a British term. They have pennies. We have cents. This is 1 cent.
Mm-hmm.
We call them pennies, but it's 1 cent.
Right.
It's a cent. So does that sound sensible?
That sounds sensible, yes. Now it is, I have to say here too, folks, it's illegal to melt pennies for profit, though. It does say.
But they have machines that you put the penny in and you crunch it down and it makes you a little souvenir. Have you seen those machines?
Mm-hmm.
Those
yeah. The penny machines, the penny crushers.
Well, that's going to be gone.
Yeah. I have a couple of them from Disney World.
Very good. Disney's going to have to remove them after a while.
Yeah, I've got a collection of them a little bit, so.
Because they're going to run out of pennies. Yeah. Or people are going to start hoarding them.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. But anyways, according to the article, this came from the White House, the president authorized the elimination of printing of pennies, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So the next president can override that. It doesn't mean it's the end of the road.
Right.
So there's a lot of options here. I like to pay with cash. I like change in my pocket. I like to, when I go home at night, I like to empty my pockets and put it in my old plastic jar here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of banks by me that have the coin counting machines.
Love it, yes.
And that's very rare. When Bank of America, when they took over, when they bought out LaSalle Bank, they got rid of their coin counting machine.
Mm.
And I brought these coins in, and I thought they were going to count them in the back. And she says, no, but I can give you these little piece of paper. You roll your own. Oh, let me spend hours of my life that I'll never get back again to roll my own pennies and nickels.
Yeah.
I just went to Huntington Bank, and I got them all right here.
Yep.
Nice and pressed and preserved.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody at Huntington Bank, for helping out with this broadcast today. But these coins, they cost me $15.
$15 for the coins.
Okay, yes, it's on the nickels. One roll is worth $2, mm-hmm. And the pennies, I believe it's 50 cents, and it is. So it's 50 cents worth of pennies times 10 is $5, and $2 times 5 rolls is $10. So rate me $15.
There you go.
So that was nice. And I have an account there, so there's no service charge. So if you want to go to Chase Bank or Bank of America and get some coins, there should be no service charge. There should be if you have an account there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, so I get my rolled coins. Now, I always got rolled coins, quarters, because I go to laundromat and just drop them in.
Yeah.
So I used to always get $50 worth of quarters. This was common for me, just to pull up the drive-thru and 5 rolls of quarters.
Mm-hmm.
And just go do all my laundry at the laundromat.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the laundromat. I mean, I have a washer and dryer at home, but I like the laundromat for heavy duty. They have these heavy duty machines.
Ah, okay.
Yes, so to get the stains off my my work gloves, my work shirts. Sometimes these stains don't come out, and these machines run. They a double load. You pay double the price,
mm-hmm.
but if you do your own laundry.
Yeah.
But they come out much cleaner than your standard average household.
Yeah.
Now, if I probably ran those clothes 2-3 times through my washing machine, they probably do the same job. But the machine, I go to the laundromat, bum, pop the coins in. It says like 50 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of these laundromats, these older ones, that like I go to a neighborhood one, so they got books. People can donate books. So I look at different books and I read the books. I'm an avid reader. Talking about books, I'm halfway through. If you're looking for good gifts for people, if anybody is interested, I'm halfway through this book. It's called The Vietnam War by Gary Warrow, Wawro. This is one of the most best books that I've ever read about the war. I'm halfway through this. It's very thorough. It's very thorough, and there's no fat to it. You know what I'm saying? How people get repetitive when they
mm-hmm.
write stuff. There's no fat to it. I highly recommend it if you have, if you're going to give a Christmas gift or a holiday gift or a birthday gift to anyone. Take a look at how much is it going for Amazon?
Looks like it's oh my goodness, it's on sale right now, 64% off for $14.42 on the $40 value.
Wow, I think I paid $28. It's a big book.
Yeah,
it's a big book. But 14, how much?
$14.42.
14. This is a good deal, folks. So if you want to get the gift for somebody, or if you're interested in the Vietnam War, there's documentaries on PBS going on right now about the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
It ended in 1975, so 2025 is the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War.
Wow.
So I have meetings with American Legion And in his meetings, about half the members are Vietnam veterans. We have a lot of Vietnam vets still around.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go to commercial break.
We sure are.
How many seconds?
We've got about 47, 46.
47
45.
seconds. Okay, so while we're at, listen, our phone lines are open. Feel free to call us. It's, what's the number?
847-931-1410.
And what's the text number?
505-926-1410.
In our YouTube that they're featuring us on?
That is youtube.com/WRMN Radio.
All right, Penny for your thoughts. Penny Hoarder. No, we're gonna have to change these. We're gonna have to nickel for your thoughts.
Yes.
Nickel for your thoughts. Here's my 5 cents worth then.
More expensive.
No more pennies from heaven, nickels from heaven.
There you go.
There you go. We'll be right back. Stay with us right here on Life Experiences with William Pellerinos, and follow me on my Facebook page, Pellerinos Police Project.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. The College of DuPage Horticulture program is introducing a new 44-credit-hour ecological restoration certificate aimed at teaching students how to restore natural functions to disturbed ecosystems using both basic and applied ecological principles. The program focuses on restoration techniques to monitor, assess, preserve, and rehabilitate ecosystems while also providing a foundation in local natural history, ecological concepts, and nature resource management policy. Late Wednesday night, President Donald Trump signed a funding bill that will end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The House passed the bill earlier in the evening. The legislation will fund the government through January 30th and provide funding for some government agencies for the remainder of the fiscal year. A power outage early Monday morning in Geneva's Randall Square subdivision was caused by a faulty underground cable, according to city officials Wednesday. The outage, which began around 1:30 a.m., affected 68 customers on streets including Shoup Drive, Harrington Road, and Danford Way. Geneva Public Works crews isolated the damaged cable and restored power using alternate feeds by 3:33 a.m. City officials advised residents to call the Geneva Police Department's non-emergency number for after-hours, weekend, or holiday power outages. Hundreds of people who have been arrested and detained in the Chicago area during the Trump administration's immigration crackdown could soon be released on bond while they await immigration hearings. During a hearing in Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings said he would order the full release of 13 detained individuals based on a 2022 consent decree outlining how ICE can make so-called warrantless arrests. He also gave government attorneys a Friday deadline to comb through a list of 615 people detained at county jails and federal facilities nationwide to see if they qualify for alternatives to detention under the decree, such as using an ankle monitor while their immigration cases proceed. The judge said he'd issue an order for their release next week, and in the meantime would temporarily pause any deportation proceedings for people who might qualify for bond under the decree. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-458-1375. That's 800-458-1375.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands. This afternoon, sunny with a high near 65, with temperatures falling to around 59. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 55, with temperatures rising to around 57 overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 66, with temperatures falling to around 59 in the afternoon. Currently, it is 58 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame, Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of two lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Are you looking for a way to be creative right now? Have you ever wanted to learn to watercolor paint? You can now do that from the comfort of your own home with Zoom watercolor classes. Get professional instruction from nationally showing artist Victoria Elizabeth. These classes are step-by-step, broken down with easy-to-understand instructions. They are affordable too, at $15 for a 2-hour class. Visit her website at victoriaelizabethart.com to find out more. That's victoriaelizabethart.com.
Welcome back to the second half of Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. I am William Pellerinos, your host, Navy veteran. Can you see the back of my jacket? Hang on, let me stand up.
Okay. You got it? U.S. Navy. Very nice.
You think that's a clue?
I think it's a clue.
Hey, last week was Veterans Day. I want to say happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that were here. We did a pre-Veterans Day broadcast last week. We're going to archive it. Yes. You got to find this so it can be archived. What I did, and you were out of town, I brought in a curator from a local museum in Norwich. It's a small veterans military museum. Raymond Murphy, and we talked about some of the items that he had in his museum. It's very small, one room, but it's got about 200 items that have a lot of backstory to them.
Okay, very nice.
One woman, and this is my favorite backstory, and you'll see it on the episode, there's a wedding dress there. This woman made it out of her parachute. And what she did, in World War II, women were not allowed to fly. At that time, it was pre-Air Force. The Army was the Army Air Corps. But women were not allowed to fly missions for the Army Air Corps. But from the story, as the story goes, she worked for the manufacturer of the planes, and she was a pilot. So she was able to fly these planes from point to point so the American pilots could have the planes to take off and fight the war. And she had a parachute. And after the war, she saved this parachute and took the silk from the parachute and made a wedding dress out of it. And he has that wedding dress. It was donated to the museum.
That's so cool.
Yes. Very heartwarming story. I'm on social media. I'm connected with a lot of veterans, including LinkedIn. And there's a lot of stories from veterans on LinkedIn. And sometimes they give stories of these men and women that died in battle or died as a result of battle. And it's very heartbreaking. And some of it is not years ago from World War II. It's more recent. The Iraq, Afghanistan battles, we lost a lot. I think we lost over 5,000 men in that Iraq conflict while it was going on. And it was, war is a terrible thing. But I want to honor all the vets that are out there And I want to thank the military that's currently out there. You know, look up the starting pay for the military because it's very low. These men and women volunteer not for the money. They do it out of the goodness of their heart, out of their pride for themselves, out of the pride for the country. You see the starting pay, E1.
E1, I'm seeing here around $2,100 per month.
Yes. $2,100 per month, not per pay period.
Right.
It's not a lot of money. So these men and women that are joining the military are not doing it for the money. They're doing it out of their patriotism.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, one thing in the military, and this has been mentioned in a lot of movies, when these men and women are in battle, they say it's not about the battle. It's not about the politicians or the country. It's about the man or woman next to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you're fighting for. And a lot of soldiers, Navy SEALs, Marines, Army Rangers have died trying to get others out of harm's way. They've sacrificed themselves for that. You know, it's heartbreaking. It's very hard for me to talk about it. But I was sitting down with an Air Force veteran the other day, and he was telling me the Air Force has a rescue team. They go out and they rescue members of the military that are trapped someplace or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And their motto is, so that others may live.
Mm-hmm.
So that others may live.
Mm-hmm.
Very touching, and very true. On a future episode, I want to do a lot. I have photographs, and I want to put it together of a lot of military museums that I've been through. Because if you don't there's a huge one in Dayton, Ohio. Have you ever been there?
I've never been.
Oh, Dayton's about 5 hours from us.
Okay.
But this is hangar after hangar after hangar. The planes, generations of planes are in there. You got World War II planes. You got planes from the Cold War, the Vietnam era. These are actual planes that have been decommissioned and are parts of these museums. And it's nice to see that in the history. And there's always a plaque there talking about the backstory, when the plane was developed, what missions it was used in. There's a museum, the Air Force Armament Museum in Destin, Florida. Check that out. Air Force Armament Museum in Destin, Florida. I've been to that museum twice. I intend to go a third time because there's so many items there. I just can't get it done in a full day. It's huge. It's not even got airplanes and military-related and Air Force items in the museum. There's airplanes mounted outside. You drive through the parking lot, there has to be at least a dozen planes.
Wow.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it's here on the screen. Do you see it?
It's on the screen. That's a beautiful museum. That's in Destin, Florida, which is around Fort Walton Beach, where they filmed Jaws 2. Did you ever see Jaws 2?
Not the second one.
Did you see the first one?
I saw clips.
No. Anyways, it's a very nice area of Florida. That's the Panhandle. Mm-hmm. And that's near one of the largest Air Force bases in Florida, which is, I can't think of the name, Eglin, E-G-L-I-N, Eglin Air Force Base. So if you could pop a few of those pictures to the museum, I have my own collection of photos we'll bring. That's I believe that's a Sidewinder. Can you read that? Can you get close?
Aim for Falcon. Let me see. A Sparrow. This is what it's called, the Sparrow.
So if you're following us on YouTube, he's got some ornaments here from the museum.
So there's one of them. It's called the Sparrow is what they call it. See another one here.
Yeah.
You go to a plane here.
Some heavy-duty firepower, man.
Look at a whole room here. Look at this. You can do a virtual tour. Woo, look at that.
What site did you go on for this?
This is affairmentmuseum.com. That's the website that I went to. And you can walk around.
Is that Ornament Museum?
AFARMAMENT.
So AF has to be for Air Force.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's really nice that you could do the virtual tour.
Yep.
So that's, if you get to the Panhandle of Florida, which is Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Niceville, very nice town, and the name's appropriate, Niceville.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for some reason, I think of the Jim Carrey movie. Was it also Niceville?
What was that?
Where he was ruining Christmas, the Grinch?
Oh, Whoville.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Got confused here. Had to be corrected. Hang on, I got to pop.
You got your Arnold Palmer?
Arnold Palmer, the diet, half lemonade, half iced tea. Did you want one?
Oh, no, I'm okay. Thank you. It's very good, though. Very good.
Non-alcoholic. My mouth gets dry talking so much. So with that being said, I wanted to go to a couple crime issues this week. If you saw the Channel 7 news, it might have been on Channel 5, 2, or Channel 2. There was a robbery at a local jewelry store where the owner and his son ran out chasing the man who stole a gold chain. The man turns around and shoots them both, kills them. Now, this is why a lot of stores have a policy: you do not chase the thief outside. You don't know the elements outside.
Right.
Walgreens, many years ago, used to do security for them, decades ago in the early 90s, and their policy was you don't chase them out of the store.
Mm-hmm.
That was the policy then. And, you know, you'll see these videos where these people are shoplifting an enormous amount. Okay, that's terrible. They have no scruples. They have no morals. These people are thieves. But to confront them is a danger to you and others.
Mm-hmm.
Recently at a Jewel, a security guard supposedly confronted an alleged shoplifter and shots were fired. He was wounded and 2 innocent bystanders are wounded. So it's not just you that's confronting them that's in danger. You have bystanders and innocent civilians that can get caught in the line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what these people are carrying. Sometimes I've even seen videos, and I got a lot of social media accounts where people are trying to stop somebody, and the guy pulls out a knife, or the lady. You know, don't let the gender fool you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are female criminals out there, and some violent ones too. So don't let the gender fool you. Don't let the shift fool you. We used to say that because we used to rotate shifts, and guys going to days, they thought, oh, I got banker's hours. Well, my friend, armed bank robberies were big in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. Nowadays, they don't rob banks. They rob the armored vehicles, and they got heavy-duty firepower.
Yeah.
That's why, and I put this in my book, DUI Jury Trial. It's not only about the jury trial, but there's got chapters in the back with tips and clues on safety that I've talked about on Talk Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Pop up on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
See what that's going for now.
It is the DUI
Jury Trial. That's my book. If you're looking for a good gift for somebody, go ahead, pop that out. It's not just for policemen or lawyers. It's, there you go. There you go. You see that?
Yep, so that's going for $28.37 right now. On the
it's a big book. It's over 500 pages. It's got not only the jury trial, but the last chapters. I know you didn't get to the last chapter. You're still reading the trial portion. Matthew bought one of my books, and he was my first reviewer.
Yes.
Yes, I know you really liked it. But, you know, it happens sometimes. You put a book down, and 3-4 months may go by before you pick it up again. Mm-hmm. But I like books that are solid. Like this Vietnam book.
Hardcover.
Hardcover, yes. Solid. You could get them from the library. I like to buy them because I'm always late with the library. 2 weeks go by. You know, you want to see how fast time flies? Get some from the library. All of a sudden, you're getting late notices.
Yep.
But the other thing I wanted to talk to and jump on, besides, how much time we got?
We've got 10 minutes.
Good. I want to talk about this crime. Now, just the local paper. All these towns have local crime blotters. They put in the local papers. In my area in the northwest side, a man reported that 4 people took items from his vehicle, and one of them pointed a rifle at him. The man reported that he heard a noise outside his house and saw 4 people breaking into his vehicle, so he went outside to confront them. Big mistake. You don't want to confront these people for... nobody likes to get their car stolen, but you don't want to confront these people in the the commission of a crime, because they may be armed. And here we go with the moral of the story. This is the kicker. The man reported that one of the people pointed a rifle at him, So he went back into his home and called 911 while the offenders fled west on Montrose Avenue in a black sedan. The 4 offenders were described as wearing dark colored clothing. Of course, they're out there at nighttime stealing. So what it is he should have called 911 in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Let the police come. Tell them, hey, there's somebody entering my car or my alarm's going off. I don't want to go outside and confront these people. Please come to my location. The police come there. They come there in full force. They're armed. They have their vehicles. They have communications. They have firearms. They have bulletproof vests. They're ready to engage. Mm-hmm. You as a homeowner going out with no vest, he's lucky the guy didn't shoot him with the rifle.
Right.
He's lucky the guy. Now, there was another crime, a car crime. A man reported that 2 men stole his vehicle on November 3rd at 9:55 p.m., so 5 minutes before 10 o'clock. The man reported that he received an alert from his alarm company that his vehicle alarm went off, so he went outside. The man reported that 2 men were inside his vehicle. One of them pointed a handgun at him from the front passenger seat as they fled south on Laramie Avenue with his vehicle. Now, here's the kicker of the story. The man reported that his .45 caliber handgun was inside the trunk of the vehicle at the time of the theft. Hey, man, if you're going to carry a weapon, if you got a firearm owner's ID card, a concealed and carry weapons card, don't leave your firearms in the car unattended.
Yeah.
Take them in the house. Don't leave your weapons in the car. You know, that weapon can be, and I guarantee you, it will be used for a crime.
Yeah.
They'll either use it themselves or they'll sell it to another criminal to be used in a crime.
That's why you don't chase after them. You don't know what they have.
I didn't catch it, Matthew.
You don't chase after them because you don't know what they have. You don't know what they're carrying.
And here's another thing. Yeah. You don't leave your firearms in the car. Don't leave valuables in the car. People will break your windows for a $10 Amazon package. Yeah. Don't leave items in the car. And now with the holidays coming up, a lot of people like to do Christmas shopping. Mm-hmm. I've seen this at Woodfield. They'll go in their car because they're lugging around all these Christmas presents. They'll put it in their car and then continue shopping. Well, these people break the window to get your presents. And not only to get the presents, they get the receipts. They could just go return them.
Here's something else I've heard too. People have their trunk open and they load everything in, and then they go to put the cart away with the trunk still open.
And then they get robbed?
Yeah.
Or I should say the car gets burglarized. Yeah. Somebody just stanches.
Because the
hatchback
is still open.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a mistake. And you got to be aware of your surroundings. There are people that are robbed at gunpoint in these shopping malls during the holidays. It's happened in Gurney Mills. Hey, I heard an interesting thing about Gurney Mills. The Gurney Police Department, I have not verified this, but it was told me through my law enforcement connections. The Gurney Police Department is so advanced now that before they get a call at Gurney Mills, the big shopping center, or Six Flags, the big roller coaster amusement park, they send out a drone in advance. Wow, to scope out the area, to scope out the crime scene as the squad car is heading to that area. They're using drones so the policeman can get an idea of what the situation is instead of just pulling up, blind to the, because sometimes these people are armed and dangerous, or sometimes they've got a victim at gunpoint. You don't want to startle them. You want to have public safety and officer safety. Mm-hmm. Those two go hand in hand. So they're sending out drones. We're going to have to verify that. We're going to have next week, we're going to call the Gurney Police Department and ask them, but we got more time. But that's a great idea to use drones for that, for surveillance or reconnaissance like that prior to the scene. So I wanted to get those two things out. The other thing, we still got a minute?
Excuse me. We got 5 minutes.
Good. I happened to get one of these in the mail. And have you ever received a red light ticket or a speed enforcement ticket?
Mm-mm.
This one happens to be a speed enforcement. And what it is, it's on Nagel Avenue. And when the city of Chicago puts speed enforcements, what they do a lot of times is by parks or school districts, they'll lower the speed limit. So where it's 30, they'll drop it down to 25. So if I was doing 31 or 32, I'm in violation. So on this street here, on this date, and I just got this yesterday, so the offense occurred, it looks like September 6th. No, September 18th, 9/18/25. So what are we into, November?
November 14th.
So it takes over 6 weeks for me to get my violation in the mail. But they know it takes this long because they give me, now I can appeal this and have a hearing, but they give me till, notice date, it says 11/8. So they know when this went out. And they're giving me until November 17th to either appeal it or to pay it. Now, this one says I was doing 6 to 10 miles over the limit, but it doesn't tell me what my speed was. Was I doing 34 and a 25? Was I doing 32 and a 25? It just says 6 to 10 miles over the limit. I'm very wary. Now, I'm just going to pay this because to me, it's an inconvenience fee. It's $35. If you go over a certain speed and get the fines get higher, I believe they're into the $100, $105 mark. But to me, that's just an inconvenience. I'm just going to pay it. But if 10,000 people pay $35, that's a lot of money.
Right.
So they understand, because I don't have time to go downtown for a hearing for a $35 violation. According to the citation, it's under a parking ordinance, so it doesn't go on my driving record. These are considered parking ordinance violations, these speed enforcements. It's automatic speed enforcement violation, City of Chicago, Department of Finance. To pay your ticket, check the status of your hearing. You can visit www.chicago.gov.parking. One time, many years ago, one of the suburbs issued me a red light ticket, and I was able to go on the internet, and you can see your violation. It wasn't that I went through a red light. I made a right turn on a red. They said I didn't stop long enough. So when I'm in that intersection, I not only make sure I stop, I open my door and put my leg out, just like a motorcycle. You stop your motorcycle, you put your leg down.
Yeah.
So I open my door, put my leg down. Did you see me stop?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Hey, listen, I just paid, And if you get these, you can challenge them. There's information on how to challenge. But my contention is, when I used to run radar, I always had to make sure the unit was calibrated. Once a year, I took it for certification to an agency that made sure it was certified and calibrated. And before the traffic stops and after traffic stops, they use the tuning fork to make sure it was within range. Because there's something called ghost readings on radar units. I don't know if it happens with these mounted ones. I'd have to do a lot of research. But I know on the handheld radar, I used to get ghost readings. You get a reading and nobody there, or cars are coming and they'd be doing 35, 40, and all of a sudden get an 84 or 67, and there's no car. You don't have a visual of what car is speeding. Do we get a caller?
Oh, no, we got 1 minute.
1 minute, that's it. Time flies.
The time flies.
Time flies. Join us next week. I'm going to have an interesting guest next week. Follow me, get my Facebook page up, Pellerino's Police Project. Pop that up. Pellerino's Police Project. There you go. Follow me, hit likes, go down. That was, you know who that is? That's Ramblin' Ray from WLS.
Nice.
Yes, he was at our Veterans Day, and I gave him a signed copy of my book. He was at our Veterans Day breakfast in Morning Grove. Go down. And here I am with the retired firefighter. So I got past programs. I've indicated on that archives, Debbie Cohen, the family lawyer. You can follow me. You can click likes, and then you can go to YouTube and see the episodes. Join us next week.
at 4870 North Harlem Avenue.